says we're supposed to go what?
O.G.I.C.
O.G.I.C. Saturday night. Guten Abend, or hello. It's Kraut Burger night.
Kraut Burger night. Where'd you get this idea?
Oh, kind of grew up with it. There's a lot other names for it other than Kraut Burgers, but it's just, it's not even really made with sauerkraut. The kraut, I think, is just the reference to the use of cabbage.
Oh, okay.
Cabbage, ground beef, some onions, little garlic, brown it up, and you put it inside, and the dough, cook it on up. So, anyway, I'm going to get started by saying hello to my brother Doug. Hello. Hi, Shar. Oh, and by the way, I will send a picture to you a little bit later, Shar, for Doug to look at. Anyway, Janice. Hello, Janice says
Welcome,
hello,
Janice.
Arthur, and Mrs. Old Guy. Janice says hi. Mrs. Old Guy.
Hello.
Hello, she says.
Hello, she says. Yeah. Glad you're here, Janice. So yeah, we're making. Do you know what Kraut Burgers are? I guess that may be a silly question, but have you had them? Do you eat them? Do you make them yourself, Janice, at all? I'm just curious, Arthur. You've never had a Kraut Burger?
So it sounds kind of familiar. So it sounds like it's not in a regular bun. It's in a dough ball.
The dough ball. Well, yeah, kind of like a Hot Pocket.
Kind of like a Hot Pocket. Okay. I think I've had something from local grocery store over in City Market. I think they have. What do they call it? A cabbage burger or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cabbage burger. You could call it a cabbage burger.
Yeah, it has cabbage and ground up beef.
We called it, Kraut Burgers, around our area when I grew up in the Denver area. So, that's what it was called, at least in our house, Kraut Burgers. Like I said, they have all kinds of names. Really just depends on what country you're in. A lot of the filling is the same as far as ingredients, they may not all be the same together, but anyway.
And it's not something that you dip in anything, it's just something that you eat the way it is, right? It's self-contained?
Yeah, pretty much. They can be a little dry, so you might want to eat, a little mustard on there while you're eating it, but it's pretty much like a loose meat sandwich. Kind of like that. Anyway, I'm going to get started because it's going to take me a minute. I got to start chopping up the cabbage. Okay, Janice. Well, I'll start making it, and we'll just kind of go. We'll go from there. Get out some necessary supplies. Can't be a Kraut Burger without some kind of cabbage.
So you said cabbage and onions.
Cabbage, onions. I'll probably put a little garlic in there too.
A little garlic.
Ground beef.
Oh, that's good.
And I'll brown that up. A little salt and pepper. Nothing really fancy to these. I got the bread dough on the big rise. I'm just going to show them real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is pretty well.
It's pretty well doubled, I'd say. Just jostling it's going to lose some air. That's okay. We'll be using that here directly. So, Kraut Burger. Got to kind of cook this up together. I won't be using this whole head.
Are we going to be using the whole pound of beef?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're using the whole pound of beef.
So when it's all mixed together, you'd say there's like a higher ratio of meat than of veggies, or kind of 50-50?
Yeah. I guess by the time the cabbage cooks down, it's about a 50-50. It looks
Looks like more at first, but then of course
Exactly.
it breaks down as it cooks. Yeah.
Exactly. I want to get just a little more. Okay. So I'm just going to give this a quick chop up. Kraut Burgers. Hi, John.
Hey.
Welcome. Connecting.
Okay, I see Arthur.
Okay. All right.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. We're back.
We're back. And I'm going to finish doing what I need to over here. Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
Yes.
To put it another way. Oh, come on now. This computer
Oh, we didn't go far without you.
is it was being slow and difficult right now. And I got to get it going before I can see the chat. So give me just one more minute here. I think.
Can you see anything on the computer?
Well, I can see things on the computer all right.
Is it what you're supposed to see?
Not yet, but it will be here in just a second. I'm almost there.
We're almost there.
Almost there. Like 3 or 4 more clicks away.
It's really, the thing keeps spinning in it and it's kind of choppy.
It's okay.
I'm not sure if it's a good connection or whatever.
Let's see if it clears up.
Okay.
We are preheated.
What is this thing telling me? Okay.
All right.
Well, I think I'm back. Okay. Can you see me in there, Mrs. Old Guy? Are we okay now?
Yep,
Things are all right?
yep.
All right. Everyone can see us.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let me come back around here. Yeah.
Cross our fingers. The computer does not restart again.
Okay. Well,
That was exciting.
yeah, that was great. Back where I was. Okay, I just got to chop this up. Back. I'm gonna get the pan.
And the oven just went off.
Great. Oven, yep, the oven is up to temperature. We used to make this a lot, both as a family and my family and my family. Does that make sense? When I was a kid, my family.
Right.
And then my family as I was an adult. So
Of course.
my family and my family. All right, a little bit more. I just kind of go by eye on this. Aye. Get some onion. Let's get the ground beef in there. I'm just going to kind of cook this all up together. My brother is trying to make puff pastry for the first time tonight. He's
All right. Good luck.
kind
with
of trying
that.
to follow my video. And so, Doug, I hope it works out for you. The worst that could happen is you have a nice buttery, kind of like pastry shell for your turnovers. So that's not horrible. Okay, let me get this in there.
So, what are some of the other dishes that are from your childhood that you probably regularly eat as you've gone on and become an adult?
Well, meatloaf,
Meatloaf. Yeah.
fried chicken, soup, roast beef, that kind of pretty much everyday fare. We lived, grew up here in Colorado, so we didn't grow up eating like a lot of seafood. The closest that would come is pretty much like a tuna casserole, or if we went fishing and maybe caught a few trout. How about you?
Well, my mother's style of cooking was always two kinds of things. Either there's skillets, which just anything you can put in the skillet pan and cook and put together and put it in the bowl. Usually had potatoes in there and some sort of vegetable, maybe meat. And then a lot of things that were kind of similar to, and I know you hate this word or phrase, but sloppy Joe sandwiches. We never really called them that, but it was usually minestrone soup mixed with ground beef, and then just poured that over a piece of bread. Or
doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sounds good, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, just simple, quick meals.
Yep. One thing that I remember the most about being a kid was one of my mom's friends. Her name was Rosemary. Really nice lady. She made the best pizza. I loved her pizza. And one day in particular, my mom said, "Oh, Rosemary's going to come over and we're going to have pizza." I was all excited. The first thing I did is got on the phone and I started calling all my brothers. And before my mom knew it, the house was full of people, and they made pizza for like 5 hours. Just pizza, one after the other, a couple trips to the store. It was great.
Made an assembly line.
Okay, let me get this turned this way.
Oh, yes.
So
we've been missing things.
Yes.
We've missed so much.
Yes, please. Dive in.
Oh, world, what has happened? All right.
Oh, yes. Janice, Mrs. Old Guy told me what Ed said. And my sister-in-law, nice lady from Korea, she made oma rice, which was pretty much like this. The ground beef, cabbage, onion, garlic, and some soy, and then she'd crack in the rice, and then she'd crack in eggs, and it would be like almost like an omelet made with that. And, it's really good. So same here, kind of similar thing. This is pretty versatile stuff, I guess, huh?
So we got some comments from John Thunderstorm. He says, "Tom, I'm making brisket enchilada casserole."
Brisket enchilada casserole.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does. Did you smoke the brisket, John? That would be delicious.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting recipe to look at. That sounds great.
Yeah, it does. And if you would, maybe even save a little bit, you could make yourself a French dip smoked brisket sandwich. Yum.
And Nate just joined the chat. He says, "What's up, Tom?"
Hey, Nate.
Hi,
Welcome. What's up, dude?
Says, "What's up, Tom? Me and Uncle Les are here watching."
Awesome.
Hey, Les.
Hey, Les. Guy, I gotta tell you, those recipes that you sent are kind of head scratchers, really. Some of them, are crazy. I guess that's why maybe they're coming from you. But I am going to be doing one, not next week, but the week after. I haven't picked which one for sure yet, but I've got it narrowed down to 2. Next week, I'm going to do a request for my brother He wanted to do some chicken and dumplings.
Ooh, chicken and
I
dumplings.
love chicken and dumplings, so that's an easy call.
Especially with this cold weather that just set in, you know, a little bit of chicken and dumplings is nice. You know, stick to your ribs, warm.
Yep, good
Yeah.
comfort food.
Good comfort food, absolutely.
So what else we got going? Anything else? Did I miss?
Asking about the recipe, just let me know and I can send you through email. I smoked the brisket all night, Tom.
Nice.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep. Well, if you're gonna do brisket, I suppose that's the way to do it. Low and slow. Throw in that onion. We gotta let that cook down for a few minutes. I'm making a big mess, but I'm the one that's gotta clean it, so.
Yeah, does get a little messy in the kitchen at times.
Very messy in the kitchen.
One of the roommates I had over the years, you know, complained that, you know, every time I was, you know, in the kitchen and, you know, making breakfast and doing things, you know, and cleaning up the counters, I always went up to the counter and I just collect everything and throw it right onto the ground. Of course, about 5 minutes later, I grab the broom and I sweep up the floor. But that's just my process. After working in restaurants and being a waiter for so long,
Yep.
that's just what you do. It just starts at the top. You
Work
clean
your
it
way
off
down.
and you work your way down, and you
Absolutely.
you have to do it all eventually. So why not? You know, why make extra steps?
I've been there, done that. I know exactly what you mean.
But they just thought I was crazy for not, you know, sweeping all that into my hand every single time. And I'm about to clean up the floor anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly. Why, work smarter, not harder.
Right.
All right.
Oh, let's see. I saw a vid with Texas State Fair item brisket brittle. It's basically peanut brittle, but instead of peanuts, they use pieces of brisket. That's from Janice. That sounds really good.
That sounds
Brisket
incredible.
brittle.
I would love that.
I want some brisket
I
brittle.
want to make
Oh
some
my
brisket
goodness.
brittle.
That sounds like a challenge right there.
Yeah, it does. Hey, Mrs. Old Guy,
Write that down.
would you write that down, please?
Brisket brittle.
Brisket brittle.
Yeah, it makes my mouth water just
Yeah,
thinking
that
about
sounds awesome. That sounds really good. Why not? Janice, that's something you recently have seen? Because if so, we might be having to see about getting some of that.
Yeah.
All right. We'll let this cook down for a few more minutes. Salt and pepper in there. And just for the sandwiches, I added about a good teaspoon of pepper, black pepper to the dough, along with the salt. So I'm hoping that the dough will have a little extra flavor. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, the veggies are cooking down, it looks like.
Yeah. You guys see that?
Ooh.
Got about, I'd say that's close to a 50-50 mix, looks like anyway.
And the cabbage is losing its color. Not so green anymore.
Well, you'd lose your color too if you never mind. Yep.
I know where you were going with that. I'm not sure I want it now.
Starting to get a little cook career, that's right.
You or the food?
Both. By the way, I got some changes coming up to the channel, nothing drastic, but maybe some fun stuff here in the works happening real soon.
Ooh. Be on the
But you
lookout
know.
for changes.
Look out for changes. Change. I don't want to say because I don't know how to say.
Let's see, we got more. John said the brisket is so tender it melts in your mouth. In your mouth.
Ooh, in my mouth. Yay. I know what you mean. So good, it's going to make your tongue slap the back of your head.
That's
Makes
pretty
your
wild.
mouth good. Man. Hey man, I like getting the back of my tongue slapped my head.
Janice says, yes, I've been watching the food videos from this year's Texas State Fair. Okay, so it's this year's Texas State Fair. The brisket brittles at. That sounds great.
Okay.
They have the top savory and sweet items, and brisket brittle was a finalist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brisket brittle.
Savory.
That
and
does
sweet.
sound good.
Yeah, something like that that's savory and sweet. You can sit down on the couch and just like that's a snack, and you don't even have to get two different things. You don't have to have potato chips and cookies. You just have it all out.
Yeah, I'd make myself sick. I wouldn't stop eating it. That sounds delicious. Now I'm going to have to do that.
That sounds great. Except for the sick part.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that, but.
All right. This is just about ready to start working with. So I'm going to turn it down.
Ooh, chopped brisket sandwiches John's talking about too.
Oh, well, yeah, John, I did barbecue for a good part of 15 years, so I love chopped brisket sandwiches. I also like burnt ends. I love burnt ends. Man, oh man, oh man. Burnt ends is like the bacon of beef. It's so good.
It's always nice, he said he was using the leftover brisket for the chopped brisket sandwiches. And it's always nice to have a meal that you can use the leftovers in a new, innovative way, and so it's not just exactly the same. I like to do that with Thanksgiving. You have the Thanksgiving meal, and then the next day it turns into sandwiches or something. Instead of just being like the same presentation.
I understand. I know exactly what you mean. Get stuck in a rut doing that.
Right.
All right. So, I think it's time to play with the dough.
It has risen.
Time for the dough to come out. It has risen really good. All right. Can you guys see okay? Should I turn on this light back here? Let me do that. I don't know. Does that help anything?
I don't know yet. We will see.
We will see. Okay, I want to pull this off the stove. Don't want to burn it. Let's play with some flour. Roll this out into some little rounds, and we'll start filling them.
Yeah, I think that light helps a lot. Much a lot brighter in here.
Does it look better?
Yeah.
Better? Can you guys see better? I hope
So clear.
Oh, I can see clearly now.
You ever go back and watch a VHS? I did that recently, and it was a little hard, coming from the HD world we're in now. It's so grainy.
Yep. Well,
It's nostalgic.
I can't argue that fact.
It's nostalgic, though. Yeah.
All right. Let me throw a little more. Crash. Want to get that soaking? I hate trying to scrub dry dough. It's like industrial glue. All right, I just want to start.
Yeah, Janice agrees the light helps.
Good deal.
John says he makes his own homemade barbecue sauce. Too. Nice.
Ah, so do I, John. Awesome.
Love barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, me too. I love to smoke stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't have built a smoker. But you betcha. Ribs, brisket, chicken, turkey, sausage. Any number of things. Just gonna make a few of these up. Not worried about size too much. Some will just be bigger than others, that's all. Doug, I'm anxious to really hear how your puff pastry is turning out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Janice
That's
did
all.
say good luck, Doug, a while back.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yep. Janice is wishing you luck, and that is awesome. Thank you, Janice, for wishing my brother luck.
Absolutely.
Can you see the pepper?
I can. All right. Yeah. Yeah, the pepper's right there into the bread.
It is. Eat this with, well, I don't know, some brown mustard or just yellow mustard. Yeah. Yummy. Well, back in the day, when Mrs. Old-Guy didn't know she had issues with potatoes, we'd make a big pot of potato soup
Oh yeah.
to go with the Kraut
Yeah.
Burgers.
That sounds good.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was really good. Tater soup. Made some of that, what, week or two ago, Mrs. Old-Guy?
Yep,
2 weeks ago?
something like that.
So next week is the chicken and dumplings.
Right.
All right. So I'm just going to roll these out, then we can start filling them up.
All right. And you said it doesn't matter, that there's little different sizes because everything on the inside's already cooked.
Yep.
We just have to make sure that it
Just,
crisps up the outside.
yeah, pretty much all you're doing is baking the bread. You could make that like the day ahead of time if you want.
Right.
Okay. Slide that over there
All right.
if you want. Yeah. Oh, let me get you something here. Just a little bit of water. Set this over here where you can reach it.
Perfect.
And just scoop some on half, fold it over, give it a little water, seal it up. And wait, hang on, let's build them. Crash. Let's build them on here. That way we don't have to pick it up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Olive oil. A little olive oil.
Oh, Popeye.
Popeye. Boy, what a name, huh?
Yep.
All right. Bread pudding. I love bread pudding too, Janice.
A little more than that.
One of the places I was at, they made a bread pudding and served it with like a butter rum sauce. I mean, I'm not a drinker, but that sauce was absolutely delicious. Their bread pudding would be good enough to slice thin, dip in a little egg, and make French toast out of it. I mean, it was fantastic stuff. I might try to have to see if I can recreate that sometime.
All right. Am I supposed to do something different here? It's starting to look like an empanada.
Well, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Maybe just
Crease it up and
Fold
get
it over
to
a little
stay
more.
A little bit more.
like that. Yeah.
That's what water's for, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Did you go around the outside edge?
Oh, I did not.
That's okay. Get it on the next wall.
Okay.
Just kind of fold it over itself.
Okay.
Perfect. Wink. Slide it over. All right. Good enough.
Looks a lot like an empanada.
It does. Throw that on there and do it however you want. You got the idea.
think so.
See? This isn't rocket appliances.
Not rocket appliances. I'm disappointed.
Anybody out there that watches TPV knows what I'm talking about. This is the fun part. Roll them out.
Pretty girl. Come on.
Yep. Don't be stingy with the filling. Oh yeah, it looks good. No, that looks perfect. Just saying, don't be stingy.
It's my filling.
It's my filling, and I'll stuff if I want to.
Oh no.
Isn't that the song?
Is it? Is it?
Oh shit. Oh, it's okay.
Well, you'll have to wait a minute.
It should be okay. You didn't move that much. Should be just fine.
Okay, just watch and make sure.
All right. Get faster at this, I promise.
Oh, you're fine. Oh. You know what? Leave that one open for a second.
Okay.
What do you say? I just happen to think I got some pepper jack. So just for fun, let's add a little bit of pepper jack cheese to a couple of them. There we go.
All right.
Why not? I don't think I've ever made them with cheese. I imagine it's going to be just as good.
I imagine so.
Better not.
Okay. There's a couple of chunks to add to the others. That way you can judge it. How much goes in? No, plain old. Just a tad. Here we go. There you go.
All right. We doing 4 on a sheet or
We're doing. Yeah, we'll try and get 4, maybe 5.
maybe 5?
We'll see. I got another sheet if I need it.
All right.
That's a lot of sheet if you ask me.
Oh.
What John say?
Let's see. Janice, maybe one day we can cook together. And Janice says, that sounds like fun.
It does. And Janice, when we meet up? Maybe, huh? Okay. Here we go. Sorry, this part's kind of like the boring part where you get to see me at the top of my head for a minute. We got one puppy left. It was sure hard seeing the other ones go. Get kind of attached to them after a while. But we got one puppy left. I'm not sure. Where's she at, Mrs. Old Guy?
Right here.
I'm going to go see if let me scarf her.
Wrangle up a puppy.
Look at this cute little girl. Yeah, you cute little thing, you. Had to show you. We've been calling her pretty girl. Can't just call her nothing. Can't say, hey, you. Gotta call him something.
Hi, pretty girl.
Bye-bye, little girl. Oh, let me go wipe off my hands.
All right.
Yeah, very nice. That's so nice. What do you think? Should we, I think I'll just break them just like that. I was thinking
Just
about
like that?
egg washing them, but nah. What am I doing? I'm grabbing another tray. Too much stuff in that drawer. Set this one here. A little more olive oil. Olive oil. All right. You got what, 3 left?
3 left.
Okay. Maybe a little filling left over, but that's not a big deal. I'll just put that in between 2 pieces of bread.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal. Whoop.
She's bigger than Doodle, Janice says.
Oh, yeah. She is. She probably weighs, I think, 24 pounds now. She was actually the smallest in the litter. When we sold the last male a few days ago, he weighed in at 29 pounds
Oh my goodness.
at 11 weeks old. He was a big boy.
My neighbor just got a Chihuahua puppy a couple weeks ago, and it is tiny, tiny. You know, I've seen some small dogs lately, and this dog it makes them look like Chumley size in comparison.
Hey, Tim. Salute. How you doing, buddy? Glad you're here.
Welcome, Crazy Dad.
I was telling Uncle Les a little bit ago that I'll be, not this coming week, but the week after, I'll be doing one of the recipes. I got it narrowed down to 2 of them that out of the ones that you sent me. So I'll make a decision and I'll let you know next week what I'm going to be doing. So, but that's coming up here pretty quick. Next week, chicken and dumplings for my brother. All right. I hope all is well with you, sir.
I'm looking forward to the kind of food that's going to be coming out. You know, now that it's turning October and end of harvest season. You know, the pumpkin pies. You know, all the other squashes. I love spaghetti squash too.
Yep. And,
Fantastic.
I think that's a ripoff. I don't like foods named like that. It doesn't taste a thing like spaghetti. Doesn't look anything like spaghetti. It's not spaghetti. Just like a cherry tomato.
Yeah, it still tastes like a tomato.
You know, it's not a cherry. Just call it what it is. A little tiny tomato.
Little tiny tomato. Yeah.
All right. Here's you another. One more. We're
One last.
almost there. All right. Get this last one rolled out. Almost there. A little touch more flour.
Do you have any favorite movies you watch in October?
If I can, and I think I'll just go out and buy a copy. I always like to watch The Wizard of Oz. I know it's a little bit early for it. Traditional, I think it's a little bit later in the year, but The Wizard of Oz. And I didn't mind the new one too, with I don't remember the exact name of it, but it was a new Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, a few years ago, the Great
yeah.
Oz or something.
Yeah, Great Oz. Yeah. I like that one too. That was a good one. fair enough rendition to kind of hold true to the one done with what's her name?
Oh, Over the Rainbow Girl.
Yeah, Over the Rainbow Girl. That's her. Thank you. I knew she had a name.
Oh my goodness. I've heard a similar thing from my mother that during the fall, growing up as a child, Wizard of Oz was always aired, around the same time every year.
Yep.
And, it was like a family thing where everyone would gather together in the living room and watch Wizard of Oz every single year.
Yep.
And so I understand that. That's a common movie for that, it sounds like.
And another one that I like, that I was kind of upset last year because I forget, somebody, I think Sony or somebody bought the rights to it and wasn't going to show it except for on their thing. And that is, It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, yes. I like that one, too. I have all the Charlie Brown holiday DVDs. The Christmas, the Thanksgiving, and Halloween, all of them.
Nice. I, on the other hand, have none. Solely relied on what I can find online.
Well, come bring it by next time and we can watch it.
Awesome. Awesome. That sounds like fun. The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, Judy Garland.
Judy Garland, yes.
Thank you, Janice. Thank you. Homages to Janice. Thank you so much.
Up you. Stop.
Stop.
Woo! We almost lost the mother.
Oh,
What'd she do?
she chewing on the monitor cord.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
That's all right. All right. Into the oven. Oh, set a timer here, I guess. So, what do you think? About 18 minutes?
You tell me.
Let's try that and see.
All right.
Just want to bake them till they're golden brown or whatever. So now the fun part. You get to stand here and wait. Sneak a bite.
Over the Rainbow Girl had a nickname, Judy Garland. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The Wizard of Oz is awesome. I do like the Wizard of Oz. Have you ever seen, of course, the classic, combination of putting on Pink Floyd music and watching Wizard of Oz?
I've heard about that.
You've never done that?
Put on Dark Side of the Moon
Dark Side of the Moon, yeah.
and watch the Wizard
And you
of
have
Oz.
to watch it on repeat because I think it plays over at least 2, if not 3 times from start to finish.
Yeah.
But eerily enough, it lines up kind of well. I've enjoyed that.
I've done that a couple of times, and I thought it was all right, but it really didn't hold in comparison to a show. Oh, geez, this was probably back in the very early 70s. There was a radio show, and on Friday night or Saturday night, they would have, there would be a movie on TV. And what this comedy group would do is they would write a new script for this old black and white movie. And so what the deal was, you turn on the channel, they tell you the channel, it's always the same time, and you turn on that movie, turn down the sound, and they have a new script for the whole movie.
Oh my goodness.
And the best one, the funniest one I saw was they did Frankenstein and the Wolfman in their version, and it was absolutely hilarious. So that's, stuff like that I wish was still around.
So that was before Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, way before.
Okay. Because that's who I know, doing the same kind of concept.
Exactly. Yeah, I've watched several of those too. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Yeah, I've watched, I don't know, not all the episodes, but a good few seasons.
Yeah, it definitely brings different aspects to the show.
For those of you that don't know what MSTK 3000 is, it is just this guy and these 3 puppet robots, and they sit down and they watch these abbreviated versions of these old B-grade horror movies, and they crack jokes and add snappy lines and whatnot to it. They're really funny. So if you haven't ever watched them, I recommend it. Like, Creature from the Black Lagoon is hilarious.
They're good. I feel like that was the next level of where it needed to go, because before then it was Elvira doing the B-grade things, and she had her wisecracks and jokes, but you had to wait through the half an episode before she said anything.
Exactly. Well, and the what was that show with the guy that Tales from the Crypt?
Yes.
The Crypt Keeper. He had his little jokes like that too. So. Yes, that was a good show. Woody Allen did that with What's Up with Tiger Lily. Yeah, okay. What's that?
There's also Riff Tracks. Yeah.
Riff Tracks.
Same people involved from MST3K.
Yeah, exactly. Funny stuff. I don't know how many of you ever have heard of the Fire Sign Theater. Have you?
I have not.
Anybody out there? The Fire Sign Theater. I'm gonna wait for a minute, and we've got 13 left on our 18, so we're into 5 whole minutes.
John says, follow the yellow brick basket taco bridge. Brick brisket taco. Okay, I like it.
Awesome.
Just don't say it 5 times fast, right?
I don't think I could. I don't think I could say it once.
Doesn't quite fit with the song all that smoothly.
No, not really. I've tried. If you can't keep the rhythm up. Big Crazy Dad Show here in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. We had a Big Chuck and Little John show. They did funny skits, and there was always a scary movie playing. Awesome, yeah.
Nice.
Exactly. They had, in the Denver area, they had creature features. And it had a couple of different guys. One dude, I can't remember the name of either one of them, but one guy was just sort of a creepy dude that, mostly just had the flashlight under his chin kind of effect. And then there was another guy that came out of a little coffin. The creature features Saturday night. There was always a double feature, so awesome. Yeah, I think probably most regions had some kind of
version.
Creature feature or some version of it on it back in the day. So I've totally forgotten the question.
No, just movies you watched in October.
No, a minute ago when I asked them.
You did ask them a question. Oh my goodness.
You're gonna go to a keg party, huh? John's gonna go to a keg party.
Boy.
Good for you, buddy. Tip one back. Wish I could remember. Janice, what was my question?
We'll just rewind a second. We'll be back.
Yeah. I see. Nope, didn't work. Couldn't rewind far enough.
Out of those, we still got 11 minutes.
Still got 11 minutes. That's
Oh my
okay.
goodness.
We can make it. We can make it. I wish I could remember the question I asked, but that's okay. That's the price you pay for getting old and in the way. Chumley? Go ahead.
You may be old, but hardly in the way.
I may be old. I'll be dead any minute. Come here, Chumley. Can you come up and give me hugs? Come on.
Oh.
Oh,
Big one.
there it is.
Oh, that tail's like a whip.
Yeah, it's like
It's
like
danger
a steel.
zone.
It's like a steel whip. Woo!
Yeah.
Say hi
Chum-
to Chuck.
Shumley the Wonder Dog,
Simon
huh?
is dangerous.
Chuck! Hey, Chuck Foods, man. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you're here. We're making Kraut Burgers, bro. They're cooking and they're like going to be out of the oven here in like 10 minutes. So we're kind of shooting the BS with y'all. Arthur. Yep.
Chuck, nice to meet you.
Yep. Thank you, Chuck. Yep. Glad you're here, buddy. Yep. And by the way, because of your review of that Green Apple Mountain Dew, it was like, oh, I've got to find that. And you know what? Didn't take me but another couple of days and I found it. So awesome.
You liked it, right?
Oh man, I love that stuff. That's great. I love Mountain Dew. I've been trying to find the Flamin' Hot. They make it there. They've got a limited time Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew.
That's interesting.
But man, I don't know. I don't think they're selling it like in just every store. I think it's like a really small marketed thing. I saw one on Amazon for $25 for a can about the size of a energy drink, and there's no way I'm going to pay $25 for that. So I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I sure would like to try it.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got going on? Janice, the whole comedy host for the horror films, started with Larry Vincent on Fright Night. Oh yeah, you know, I think right. You know, you're probably right there, Janice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Flamin' Hot was
Only on the
website and sold out in minutes. So. Oh well. As much as I'd like to try it, yeah, I'm not gonna pay $25. So that's fine.
Yeah, those things are wild when they're so popular that something sells out within like an hour or less of being online. I've never been in one of those situations where I wanted something that bad. But
Well, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't need to taste it that bad. Crazy Dad show. So hey, Tom, I took out my old lady tonight to the Golden Corral and had steak, shrimp, and Nashville hot chicken. And now I think it might be time on the toilet the rest of the night.
well,
Tim, that can, like that, somehow that doesn't surprise me, We went to a Bucket Scoop Chinese place one time.
ooh,
It was a Bucket Scoop for in there, them little trays of food there. And Mrs. Old Guy got some orange chicken. And the first 2 bites were nothing but breaded chicken skin and chicken fat. She didn't like it, so I brought it back up and asked the guy if we could get something else. And he took that plate of food that she had taken a couple bites out of, and he actually scraped it right back into the serving bin on the line. And so we immediately got up and we beat feet and went to a nearby phone, and I called the health department.
Oh yeah.
That don't fly. Yeah,
Oh.
scooped it right back into the serving tray where everybody else. Yeah, it was unbelievable. So yeah.
Yes, that food sins.
Food sins. What
Thou
was it?
shalt not re-scoop my scoop.
Thou shalt not re-scoop my thou shalt not recycle my thou scoop. Yeah, or be shamed like on Game of Thrones. Strip them naked and walk through the street. Shame! Ring a bell. Shame! I'll teach them never to do it again. That's just bad food habits. All right, these are almost done. 6 minutes. They're really starting to smell really good. They should be
I'm getting it a little.
reasonably moist on the inside. The cabbage wasn't completely cooked, so there's still some moisture left in the cabbage, and it's just going to be steaming hot and delicious. Fall apart, kind of like a sloppy Joe. Take a bite and half the stuff falls out.
Good.
End up using a fork.
Messy food's usually good food.
Yeah. Messier the better, almost. So, what else is going on out there in TV land? So we're up to, I got a couple of more weeks here, and then I'm gonna need some more ideas. So keep them coming. Don't be shy. If I can get a few weeks ahead on knowing what's coming up, what y'all want me to make, please say so. Let me know. Most stuff, well, not most stuff, but there's a lot I can do in an hour. Some I have to do ahead of time, like the bread, but, Oh, such a cute little girl getting herself a drink of water. How much time's left?
Where are we at?
Almost 5 minutes. Who out there does stuff at Halloween? Raise their hands, goes out and does stuff at Halloween. You go out and do stuff at Halloween? I imagine you do.
Yeah, to some degree, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't so much in recent years, but we used to. In fact, there was one not too long ago that a mutual friend of ours had, and if anybody out there has ever seen Sling Blade with Billy Bob Thornton, great movie. I decided to go as that character, Carl Childers. Mm-hmm. Have you seen the movie?
Parts of it. Yeah.
Parts of it. Okay. Well, nobody at that party had ever seen that movie, and I went to a bunch of trouble. I cut my hair and shaved off my mustache, and I, got the clothes and went all out for it. And yeah, nobody'd seen the movie.
I didn't know who you were.
So I was just some weird guy that talked in front of Okay, Crazy Dad Show. Uncle gave me more recipes to send you. A lot. Okay, cool. Bring them on. I can't guarantee that I'm going to do them all, but, I'll definitely do, as many as I can. Absolutely. I always like to try something new. Like a lot of people, Mrs. Old Guy and I have gotten kind of stuck in a rut at times. Kind of eating the same old thing all the time. And try something new, break that rut, dig your way out or whatever. How much we got? 3 whole minutes. Do you like mustard, Arthur?
I do like mustard.
All right.
I think some of the my favorite things from Halloween, as far as food, have to be when you get really creative and invite people to make things that are a little out of the ordinary. So last year, Olivia made zombie finger cookies.
Nice.
And so the fingernail on some cookies was almonds. And sometimes it was just a dollop of jelly, so it looks like it was torn off and
nice.
Bleeding under there. I like things like that. And have you ever had a kitty litter cake?
No, but I've made dookie pie.
Dookie pie.
But I've never made kitty litter cake.
Yeah.
You tell me about kitty litter pie.
Kitty litter cake is exactly that. It's a cake that looks like it's made up of kitty litter. The consistency of the frosting and everything. It's very chunky.
What's it made of? Is it regular cake?
It's pretty much a regular cake, okay. But it's just I think there might be a certain way that you do the top to make it crusty. You mix it in with like a candy or something, and it kind of creates this textured look and looks brown as well.
Nice, nice. That sounds good. All right, we got a minute. Oh, they're looking pretty good. I'm going to give them that final minute. I don't know if they'll brown up particularly a whole lot more, but it's worth the wait. Anything worth waiting for is worth having. No, I think it goes anything. I think it goes the other way. Anything worth having is worth waiting for. Yeah. That's me. I'll get it bass backwards. Crazy Dad. Let's see. Like them biscuits. Like mustard on it. Got anything good to eat in there? Crazy Dash
All
Show.
those
We
things
got
like-
an 80s Halloween birthday party to go to. I'll be dressing up
Ooh.
as the iconic Sean Penn
Jeff Spicoli.
Spicoli. Oh, nice, dude.
Oh yeah.
Totally. Are you gonna bring like the tennis shoe to like slap yourself in the head with? Dude, I am so stoned. That was my
Fast
hand.
Times at Richmond High.
Yeah. Love that.
Spicoli.
Spicoli, man.
That sounds great.
The scene with Mr. Hand, I love that scene. Like, that is a great movie. Beep. All right, let's see
All right, what do we got?
how done these are. Yeah, they're done enough.
All right. And baked.
They're not especially brown, but they are done.
I can see a little light brown.
Yeah, they're lightly brown. I'm not gonna complain.
Ooh.
That was hot.
Yeah. Watch your fingers.
Nice job there, Arthur. Look, they look nicely done. All right.
They're mostly in the right shape.
Yeah, shape enough. Shape enough. I'm gonna get those other ones on a cooling tray here. Don't want the bottom side to turn to jelly. Okay.
The checker tennis shoes.
Okay. Mrs. O.G.I.C,
Yes.
I've got something for you. Grab you a fork.
That is hot. Yeah. Bottom side looks nice and just lightly brown on the bottom.
Stir.
That's great. Blonde wig and Hawaiian shirt. Yeah, that's all you need. All I need is some tasty waves and a cool buzz.
That's right.
We're in Colorado. Know all about that.
Totally. Absolutely. Totally. All right. Smells really good. They're really hot yet, though. Biting
Really
into that's
hot.
going to probably be a
It
problem.
is. Should we break it a little bit? Maybe let some
Break.
of the heat out.
Come, brother, let us break bread.
Ooh, there we go. Let that air out a little.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
We'll cut that in half. There you go. That's piping hot right there.
Ooh.
All right, there we go.
All right. It's eatable now.
All right. Mm-hmm. Nothing fancy, that's for sure. But it's really tasty. Comfort food. Cool autumn night.
Yeah, it's a classic. You know,
No, that's not. It's juicy. It's not dried out. Bread turned out good.
yeah. Nice consistency.
Kind of taste the pepper a little bit in it. Mm. Yep. One of these goes real good with tater soup. But I imagine it'd go good with just about any soup that you like, so to speak. They filmed the first parts of Fast Times at, what's that, Canoga Park?
Canoga
Van
Park.
Nuys and Van Nuys High. Oh, awesome. That's really cool. Did you, I mean, you grew up in that area, didn't you, Janice? I mean, California is where you grew up. Just wondering if you went to school anywhere near them. If you recognize them on the movie. Hey, I know that school. Mm-hmm. Well, these are really, really good. I could eat a couple of these with no problem. So I don't know, will Olivia be, are you guys going to come up next week, or are you having a week off, or
I think it'll be 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now? Okay, so you'll be here for the,
Whatever you're doing for,
Yeah.
you haven't picked yet.
yeah, now let's see, I got chicken and dumplings, and then,
Next week.
right, and then Uncle Les's recipe. So you'll be here for the surprise
The
Uncle
surprise
Les's
one.
recipe, so. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, a little mustard with that. Tries just a little bit. Ties it together too.
Oh yeah, mustard, spicy mustard. I tried it with ketchup once. Not quite as good with ketchup. I mean, I guess if you really like it. I mean, because I like ketchup on burgers just fine.
Right.
But
This is
in this
different.
case, yeah, not so much. Mustard goes better. Mm-hmm. Okay, Janice says that's north of where she lives. But they've seen those schools while traveling around Southern California. Okay. Oh yeah. You know, I haven't got one with the pepper jack cheese, I
Oh,
don't
they
think.
must be on that plate. Oh,
No.
this is filling. I don't know if I can even eat more than one.
Well, I'm gonna grab another one. Mm.
I have to take it for later. Midnight snack tonight.
Oh yeah. Mm. I bet it is gonna be good. I just didn't get the good draw.
It's one of those.
Mm. Mhm. It is gonna be good. I know it is gonna be good. All right. Well.
Oh, I guess I forgot to mention I congratulate you on your apple bobbing video.
Oh.
I saw that, and
Thank you.
You got that in very good time.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you were quite skilled.
It was fun. I hadn't bobbed since I was very little. Speaking of congratulations, I'm glad you kind of said that because it reminded me. Even though I haven't seen him on tonight, I want to say congratulations to Robert and fluffy bearded men. Excuse me. His lady had their baby. I think yesterday. So
Congratulations.
congratulations, Robert, and congratulations to your lady there. And I hope everything goes well with Debbie, or what was her name? Do you remember?
I don't. Kinsley,
Kinsley.
something like that.
I think that was her name, Kinsley. So, congratulations, Robert. Okay, I think we're going to get out of here. Yeah, and we'll be back next week, or at least I will. And with chicken and dumplings. And in the meantime, just like before, just like always, if you have a minute, have a little time, can help a neighbor, go help out a food shelter, just anything like that, give a little time. Everybody, somebody will appreciate it. Y'all take care. I'm going to get out of here.
Bye for
Bye
now.
bye. I got to reach over here and click it off. See, that's what I got to do. Right. Where is it? Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.